push my foot forward, and I'm starting it. Okay,
so I'm in
this
here.
is called the Sega Activator, and
you are the controller. Penetrate the invisible beams to activate a move.
it's $150, and what it truly enables you to get involved in your video games with your entire body.
Discover a new world of moves and combinations that simply aren't possible with normal controllers.
It's $150, and what it truly enables you to get involved in your video games with your entire body.
This is the first time your entire body has been involved in a game, so you may have to cut it some slack.
So here we go.
Now watch. Okay, here we go. See, I'm moving forward because I've got my foot over here, and then you just punch.
Ooh,
see?
look at that. Huh?
Now punch me, Gary. There. Can you see
I'm
that?
trying to.
I've got him. I've got him up against the rope.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Bob of Smoking Theme Productions coming at you again with another terrible video game commercial. This time we're taking a look at the Sega Activator. It's a promotional video for it. It's really, it's marketing it as just the latest in technology, right? The latest, newest way to play your favorite Sega Genesis games. You know, if you didn't like using a controller. And as you can see by this promotional video, well, there were a lot of conditions on actually using this thing in your house. You know, so, this wasn't just plug and play. This was a process. So if you owned or know anyone who did own a Sega Activator, hey, let me know in the comments. Because I've never seen one of these. I never played one, as you can imagine. All right, let's get started.
First of all, we want to say congratulations. You have in your possession the Sega Activator, the ultimate full-body game controller. Feel free to consider yourself a pioneer on the interactive frontier.
Yeah, congratulations for your purchase. You are now a pioneer on the interactive frontier. Well, if you ever played Oregon Trail, you know that being a pioneer sucks. Pioneers had to brave all types of dangers. So look at the Sega Activator. It's kind of the equivalent of that experience.
Okay, I will. Gotta go.
Now, take a look at your fingers. Identify the ones we like to call thumbs. Pat them on the back if you can find their backs, and thank them. Up until now, they've been doing all the work, but that's about to change. Remember, the Activator is for indoor use only. Any room with a standard ceiling height will do. Just be sure to give yourself enough space to move around. You don't want to be crowded when you use the Activator. Avoid setting up directly beneath light sources. Also, avoid metallic or mirrored overhead surfaces.
Wow, that's a lot of conditions to play this thing. Can we just go back real fast? Like, okay. So obviously, yeah, it's for indoor use only. You know, God forbid you want someone to see you playing this stupid thing. Standard height ceiling, okay, I got that covered. Avoid overhead light sources. So, ideally, you would probably set this up in your basement or your living room. And you might have a lamp or like a ceiling lamp, like a lamp with a ceiling fan. So, yeah, you can't turn that on. And, if you just have like proper lighting in your house or in your basement, it seems like this device will not work. And yeah, avoid metallic or mirrored ceilings. All right, yeah, I think most people got that covered. But the point is, there's a lot of conditions to using the Sega Activator. This is not a plug and play device. You have to like set it up.
Also, avoid metallic or mirrored overhead surfaces. There are 7 standard panels and 1 master panel. Lay them out on the floor in an octagonal shape. Feel them easily snap into.
Hey, crap! What the? Is this a controller or a Hot Wheels track? Look at this. How many pieces are there? It's like what, 8? There's 8 pieces for this. I gotta set up 8 pieces every time I want to play my Sega Genesis. My lord.
Lay them out on the floor in an octagonal shape. Feel them easily snap into place. Make sure the master panel is facing the TV set. Place the optional stickers on each of the panels. These stickers correspond with game actions and controls and will help you coordinate your moves. Remember to maintain this numerical...
So I'm a little confused here. Now, if we go back earlier, we go back way earlier to the part where, you know, we were congratulating our thumbs for such a well done job over the years. You know, you never had to use your thumbs to play video games again, right? That was their point. So this controller here has 6 buttons. This is a controller you would want to use for Street Fighter 2 or what is it, Streets of Rage, right? This is the controller you want to use, and that's why Sega made one. Like specifically when Street Fighter 2 came to the console. Now, we go back here to their cockamamie button scheme. I see 4 action buttons and I see 4 directional buttons. So how the heck can I use this game for Street Fighter 2? Or like any other game that requires 6 buttons?
Stickers on each of the panels. These stickers correspond with game actions and controls and will help you coordinate your moves. Remember to maintain this numerical configuration for future setups. The Activator plugs directly into your Genesis. Just plug in the AC.
Yeah, there's a whole nother power source for this. Wow. Okay. Hey, I don't know. Maybe I could see that. You think it'd be enough? I don't know. There's a whole nother, like, and it's one of these big ass, like, ugly plugs. Like, what the hell? What the hell? I gotta plug that in. That takes up like 2 spaces on like a, that takes up 2 spaces on like a regular outlet. Like, that is big as crap. Jesus Christ. And the fact that this whole thing requires a separate power source, that's unreal.
Adapter, turn on the master panel power switch and put in a game card. The next step is the most important thing you have to do. It's called calibration. The Activator beams must adjust themselves for optimum performance to the specific gameplay area. Stand away from the panels, at least 3 feet, and turn on your Genesis. Wait.
God, my God, there's a whole like grocery list of like conditions for using this thing. All right, so you got to stand 3 feet away from it for 20 seconds. Now, this is after you already set it up. This is after you already plugged in the freaking big ass like power source. This is after you already picked out a game. I don't know. So I would say probably like what, 2-3 minutes to set this whole thing up. Right. And, you know, I don't know, like I guess you don't detach it or anything, but you know, it's a cheap plasticky, like piece of crap here. Like, 'cause, you know, I could easily trip over this thing. I could easily break it when I step on it by accident, you know. So in order to keep that from happening, I have to like take it apart. But every time I want to use it, I got to calibrate the freaking games for it.
For about 20 seconds or until the game title appears on the screen. The Activator will not work properly without this procedure. Remember, you'll need to recalibrate every time you turn on the Genesis or when you put in a different cartridge. That's all you have to do.
Yep, more conditions. No, it doesn't seem simple. It seems inconvenient and cumbersome, honestly.
The Activator is an actual game controller.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. What else could it be? What else could this like crap be? Like, honestly, like, are you really gonna like say this Hot Wheels track is better than this? Are you really gonna say that? Like, I don't know. And this is the reason why I think this promotional video is so trash. And it you know, assumes like their audience is just stupid and naive and they'll just buy anything. And that's just, you know, that's not right to me.
Panel 2 is the B button. Panel 8 is the C button. Panels 1, 3, 5, and 7 act as the directional pad. When hit individually, panels 4 and 6 are like the A button. When hit together, they're the start move.
The start move. All right, so if you want to start a game, you know, you got to hit both 6 and 4. Or like wave your hands on 6 and 4 at the same time. Wow. Yeah, it's like the start move, right?
Because the Activator uses infrared light, you can't actually see the beams, but if you could, they'd look something like this. Start by holding your hand simultaneously over panels 4 and 6. Again, this combination is like hitting the start button. It is also the way you'll pause, play, and select most game options. There's an upper level for arm movements.
So is this device just designed to make you look like a complete asshole?
Most game options.
What is he doing? Look at this guy. Like, come on. Like, what are you doing, bud? You're not the controller. You're just waving your arms like it's nothing. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, yeah. He's having fun, isn't he? He's having a whole blast. And his homie is just like, yo, why did I agree to come to this man's house and play video games with him? Like, why? Like, man, I never should have hung out with this guy. I can't believe he actually bought the Sega Activator and thought it was going to make him good at video games.
Activate a move. Withdraw to clear or reactivate. With the speed of light, every punch, every kick, every move you make instantly results in an on-screen action. To break the high-level beams, keep your hands flat and parallel to the ground. Break the beams at a low level by kicking or sweeping over the appropriate panels. Like we said, this...
Okay, I don't know why they got this dude just like chilling in the background. This is just weird. But yeah, they're saying like keep your like hands in exact positions, but that guy was just kind of flailing around, wasn't he? Like, didn't seem like he was doing any like the actual like moves. At one point, he was doing some type of like chicken dance. Go back to that. At one point, he was doing some type of stupid chicken dance. Like, yeah, there it is. There it is. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Okay. But yeah, this is I wonder how many people accidentally hit their friend while using this. Right. Yeah, infrareds.
Appropriate panels. Like we said, this is the first time your entire body has been involved in a game, so you may have to cut it some slack. If you still have questions, consult the instruction manual or call 1-800.
So, you know, it's like Sega is subliminally telling you, like, hey, this thing might not work like we're advertising it. You know, it might actually be like the complete opposite of what you see on this promotional video that we sent you. But listen, if you got any problems, just, you know, hit our number up, you know, and yes, do they have like any like IT support for like, you know, their game peripherals? Probably not. Probably not.
800 USA Sega. Try practicing with a game you already know. Streets of Rage 2 works great in the Activator. In fact, the Activator plays all of your old Genesis games, plus new titles specially activated for full-body action.
All right, I want to gag every time they say action or Activator. How many times have they said that so far in this promotional video? Action, Activator, all that, like, you know, 90s are just ridiculous with this kind of like language or slang, right? And you know, I kind of wish I had been like, you know, more into video games in my younger years than I am now, because it seems like I missed out on a lot. But you know, there are a few things that I don't regret missing, and I dang sure do not regret missing the Sega Activator. You know, this is just, you know, another example of a company like trying to sell you something that they're claiming is the like latest like technology, innovative. You know, the whole like idea of, oh my God, he just kicked him. The whole idea of motion control is just niche. It's just, you know what works? A controller, a game controller. You know, I like to play video games. I like to sit on my butt on my couch, and I just like using a freaking controller. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? So, you know, a whole motion controller, you know, that's going to come like way later. You know, with the Wii, they do a pretty good job with it. But yeah, it's just something that never really caught on that much, at least to me. I mean, you know, you got things out now like the Oculus, which is great. You know, that's great if you use that. Man, I just prefer a controller, even a keyboard or mouse, you know. And mostly, right, I don't want to use anything. I don't want to use anything that makes me do this. Like, wow. It's a lot of work to press start. All right, well, that's the Sega Activator commercial right there. No, not commercial, promotional video. Well, I guess it is kind of a commercial. What do I think? I think this product is terrible. I think this product is terrible. I think this commercial is terrible. But I do think that you guys who are watching this video are completely, utterly awesome. And thank you for watching and supporting this channel. Yo, and make sure, if you haven't by now, please subscribe. Got more terrible video game commercials coming on the way, and a few more retrospectives I've been working on. So stay tuned and stay beautiful.